High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the New England Patriots. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's Puka Nacua. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Rams started the year 0-2, but now have won 3 in a row, including this one. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. And it's David Montgomery. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Texans move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, that's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Leading the Bills sideline, it is head coach Sean McDermott. He leads one of the league's best teams this season, a perfect 5-0 start to the year. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing now on first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. Dancing past him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. And he'll come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. All set now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Bills
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it at the 5. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Cook is in for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a James Cook touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. For right side, and Shakir has it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Allen looking to throw. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down. Here's a dive up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Last two plays have been tremendously efficient for this offense. Get a good gain on first down that sets up second and short. And then like John Madden used to say, boom, that fullback moves the chains.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Runs inside the 35. Keeps away from one. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First down throw for Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Allen on 3rd and 2. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Allen to throw. Into traffic, complete. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Yeah, not from the pistol to Cook. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Brought in right side by Moore. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Connection made to Shakir. And they bring him down around the 34. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. First and 10 from the 32. Allen on the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Back to the air, Allen. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action now with Allen. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action now, Allen. Catch made, left side by Coleman. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's a give to Cook. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Allen. He rolls to his right. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
for the Bills field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills put up even more points in a win. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible.
First and 10 now from the 46. This is Cook. And hitting up, set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7 and 3.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another one for Cook. He dodged the tackle. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game.
Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Artistry on display. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Jared Goff. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Lions up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they host the Houston Texans. And it's David Montgomery. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Texans are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. Hi everyone, Scott Hanson with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's Jared Goff. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3
The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers.
And now, your 2025 Carolina.
Leading one team, Sean McDermott, someone who strode with the sidelines for 6 years here in Carolina as their defensive coordinator. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. On the other sideline, head coach of the Panthers, Dave Canales. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a
Throwing here, Allen. And that's him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, the great tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
at the 41-yard line.
That's more of the catch out left. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
It's a gain
3rd and just 2 to go.
brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing now on first down. Allen finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Cook. Escapes a defender. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Allen now on first down. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 28-yard
Allen setting up play action. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Flush out now to his left. Escapes the sack. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 23-yard line.
Now Allen off the play action. Big strike here to goal. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Throwing now off the play action. He's got more once again. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Allen going to throw again. Buys time, rolling right. Caught out wide. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Allen. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
A gain of 19 yards.
Looking to throw.
1st down, Buffalo.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Pass now to kick this away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it for... So first and 10 now from the 30. Allen on the play action. Pulls it up to 7. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. First down throw for Allen. Short pass brought in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
On first down, Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Making the call himself. Well, this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
A gain of 14. And the Bills
now Allen. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Outside is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
at the 8-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Now run by Cook. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen setting up to throw. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. It's a designated keeper for Allen. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Now a design run. It's Allen. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. And this is a design run for Allen. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Charlotte.
Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. Hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Bills improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs at home to take on Washington. And it's Kenneth Walker. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Chiefs win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, Cam Ward. Can't find an open receiver, so he tucks it, and he's going to go, and go, and go. The Titans move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. It's still a completed pass.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Allen going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 32 yards. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
A 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Allen maybe with a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
right at midfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, or the screen.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4.
To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's now third and 5.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down.
Now Allen. Touchdown! DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slip.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on third. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They run the counter with Cook. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, a good move. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Bills, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Halfway home. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's DJ Moore. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Bills just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they play host to the LA Chargers. And here's Wan'Dale Robinson. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the second-year signal caller, Jaden Daniels. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Commanders finish off the first half of the season with a victory to move them to 5-4 on the season. So that'll do it for us and for the first half of the NFL's regular season. It's going fast. Until next week, Scott Hansen says,